I was wrong about contact tracing. You've still got it in PJs. You've got to fill out a form, but the other barman mustn't have known about it because you've got Richmond playing on the big screen. And oh, there's replay. I think they're showing some again. They're showing rugby and Thor's. Must be all replay stuff, I imagine. I think currently we're getting our asses kicked by the Indians playing one-day games, according to the information given on my mobile. Anyway, it's a good move to have a break like this, just between getting here and getting back. I've also got to get some earplugs, and I've also got to buy a grinder for beans, because I bought beans by mistake, coffee beans, as opposed to the usual ones that have already been done. So I might just get myself a coffee grinder and just see what compare the coffee. It should be fresh if you do it that way, but I think coffee grinders don't last that long. They tend to break. Now there's a lot of wear and tear on them, and you don't get that much life out of them. At least that's what I've heard. But we'll see. But I need earphones. Definitely need a new pair of those, so I might pick them up today. If you go to the supermarket, they might have them there. We'll just see. You should be able to get them for about $10. We'll see how it goes. But it's a beautiful day. Absolutely superb. And I do feel a lot better just sitting down and having a little bit of a break for a sec. So, a few people out and about, so people are coming back here. I guess Melbourne opening up is the big one. That happened just 5 days ago. It's the 5th day apparently. Yeah, that would be a big shot in the arm for places here. But there'd be a lot of businesses that wouldn't have survived the shutdown and the border closures. It's really hurt certain people, I'm sure. Yep, nice. That's another thing I wouldn't get. Another thing that may be a negative with Penang is the Guinness, because the only Guinness I had in KL was absolute crap, as I said. But so you never know though. Look, Penang might have a good pub that does it, so it can't hurt to try once. I don't drink it that often, and there's so many other beers you can buy cheaply at those Indian takeaway places. There's a lot of options. The main thing you got to worry about is getting pissed, because some of them they've got so much alcohol in them. I think I saw one that might have been up 14% alcohol by volume for beer. That's absurd. It's good to have a Guinness, but it tastes a bit bitter. It just depends on your body chemistry, I guess. Today it just, yeah, right throughout. Not just, usually might be like the first drink of it, you'd think you'd feel a bit bitter, and after that sort of your palate adjusts. But no, it wasn't like that. It just felt bitter the whole time. Anyway, things could be worse. This could have been an alcohol hit. This will help me get back home, and hopefully I'll find a frozen turkey. Big mothers they are, but there's usually a few of them in the Woolworths refrigerated area. We'll see. A bit busy at the moment. Whew, just got through this real peak hour stuff. And it's 1 o'clock or so, almost 2 actually, on Saturday. Quite busy. I don't usually normally come out this time of day, so I guess this is a new territory for me. Okay, so there you go. I was out and about and had myself a Guinness yesterday, and it was all good. Good to get out of the house. The cabin fever is getting to me, and it's my way of coping with my own internal lockdown here due to basically medical reasons, because I just don't have the energy to get out as I usually do. But it's I've got to say, it's great up here in Cairns, and so it's a great place to be out and about. Although it's going to get pretty damn hot soon, so another reason to do it sooner rather than later. But anyway, I've got a news item for you. Going back to the old news format, this one's one close to my heart. It's about a topic that I enjoy covering, and there's no lack of loopy people to basically fulfill this particular topic, which is about radical vegans. My favourites. So this one is about a young lady who I think is basically just trying to get a bit of attention. Topless militant vegan storms a supermarket covered in body paint to look like a cow and screams, "They raped me and stole my babies! Oh no! Oh, the humanity!" At shock customers, Tash Peterson, 26, stormed boat shed markets at Cottesloe, Perth on Saturday. She painted herself in black and white spots to represent a cow and wore Miss Onesie. Okay, I don't know what that is, but anyway, I assume it's a one-piece outfit. Miss Peterson presumably has no relations with Jordan Peterson, who actually is one of the smartest guys on the planet and presumably has Swedish blood. So I think all those Swedish viewers I have would want to disown this Peterson, the mad vegan. Anyway, Miss Peterson continued her heated crusade at nearby Woolworths supermarket. She urged shoppers to give up meat, to stop animals from being shot in the head. She stormed the fish market and Woolworths store before launching into a heated rant to stop customers from buying meat. The vegan activist, who has appeared in court over her stunts, well, what a surprise, wore a onesie up to her waist and painted her body in black and white spots to represent a cow. A stupid cow, I might add. That's my editorial content. She waved a sign that personified a cow that had been abused and tortured. "They raped me and stole my babies, so you can't have my meat. So there, be meatless, you fiends." Okay, a bit of theatrical license there, but you get the idea. Miss Peterson moved on to nearby Woolworths, where she camped out in a frozen produce section and continued her tirade. "Do you know what happens to cows on dairy industry for you to consume their breast meat?" she screamed. "I beseech you, do not buy these products. They are artificially inseminated and raped to become pregnant so they can produce breast milk. When she gives birth after a 9-month pregnancy, her babies are immediately taken away from her. Her daughters endure the same life of slavery and repeated rape, and her sons are murdered just days old because they don't produce breast milk. They are seen as waste product and shot in the head just days old." Stunned shoppers stopped in their tracks to listen to Miss Peterson as she urged them to ditch meat and completely overhaul their diets for the sake of animals. "There is no need to consume animal flesh or secretions," she said. "We can live a healthier life without them. We are paying for animal abuse and murder. Why are you still doing this? I'm sure all of you say you care about animals and that you love them and that you're against animal abuse, and yet every day you pay people to shoot them in the head. You pay people to slit their heads and force them into murder factories." Miss Peterson was asked to move on by 3 workers at the supermarket. "Get out of the shop," one worker said over and over again. Miss Peterson initially refused their direction and continued to speak over them. "I'm not leaving until you stop selling animal cruelty," she said. "Stop making a profit off animal abuse. Tell the public the truth. Tell consumers the truth of what happens to these poor beings in the murder factories." Miss Peterson eventually relented after delivering her spiel and left the supermarket. Her rant at the supermarket is the latest stunt Miss Peterson has pulled over the course of her activism. Miss Peterson was dressed in bloodied aprons and stormed into restaurants and supermarkets like McDonald's and Coles. She even interrupted an AFLW match by running onto the field at Perth Stadium. She probably doubled the attendance figures actually by doing that, because AFW, whatever it is called, has not exactly taken the world by storm. So anyway, AFLW. The serial protester ran around for about a minute before she was tackled by Fremantle midfielder Kiara Bowers long enough for security to catch up. Miss Peterson fronted court, where she was fined $1,800 for trespassing. So there you go. Another. I do have sympathy towards people who are against cruelty to animals. I think that's a laudable thing. And I think it's probably a good idea that we do eat less meat overall than what we used to, which is naturally occurring anyway. I know my diet is definitely far less meat-based than it used to be, and a lot more greens. And I want a healthy diet because I'm a 65-year-old and I'm trying to cheat death. So, to be quite frank, I like to elongate my life, and I do concede that excessive amounts of any food product is a bad thing. And if they did come up with a substitute that's grown in a laboratory for meat, I'd be all for that as well if it tasted the same. I think they actually have got the taste down. I think it's more about the economics of it. But if that came into play, well, that would be a good thing. But again, you know what the consequence of that would be? That there'd be less animals on Earth. So they would actually potentially be slaughtered before they were born, in effect. They'd never have a chance to live at all. Oh, by the way, I do buy free-range eggs too. I can't stand the idea of the battery hen thing. I think that's disgusting. So, look, I do have my sympathies to that extent. But when you have some woman who, look, maybe she believes in all this stuff. Apparently Attenborough got to her when she watched one of his docos, and he's a raving left-wing loony himself. I think there are some points that she has regarding animal cruelty, but that's not the way to go about it. It's not the way to get people's respect, and I just think it's counterproductive for her cause, because it just puts people right off vegans, especially radical vegans, who are a pain in the ass from what I can see. And they just, I know the other thing is, she may believe in this cause, but I think also she loves the fact that she's getting the notoriety. 26-year-old woman, she's obviously loves a bit of fame as well. Let's be honest, it's not just about the cause; it's also about her and getting her notoriety. So, I think if you want to really be effective, well, how about leaving people be? And if you put a protest sign out front of a supermarket, fine, you've got your right to do that in this country. We're losing our rights, but I think we should at least retain the right to protest. And I just think what she did was totally unreasonable, and it discredits their cause. So I think it's totally counterproductive. Anyway, that's how I feel about it all. You may disagree, and you have every right to disagree. So please give me thumbs up, thumbs down on the video, and please make comments, and even think about subscribing. Although I think that's a hard road at the moment. I don't think I'm getting any subscribers. I did get one more from Bitchute, but that's definitely slowed down as well, and I'm losing subscribers on YouTube. But I think YouTube's definitely out to get me now, because I'm a libertarian, and they don't like free thinkers. You've got to basically be in the lefty groupthink brigade before they'll treat you treat you as equally as anybody else. Although they also, doesn't matter what your politics is, they won't treat you as evenly if you're not mainstream media. They basically have favoured them over independent creators, and I think it's disgusting. Anyway, please support my channel if you could, and have a great what's left of the weekend. Beautiful day today up here, and Victorians and other people have been through severe lockdowns. Hope you enjoy your freedom coming up to Christmas. So I'll check you out. I'll check you guys out soon when I've got the energy to make another video. So I'll see you soon.